In this video, we will cover follow-up etiquette. So, if you want to have one last goodnight text of gratitude or expressing the great time you had, by all means, but keep it to that. No sex also means no sexting. Building up desire and sexual tension is actually really fun foreplay for a woman. Men are biologically wired to respond more to visual stimuli, whereas women are turned on by different things. I'll give you some personal examples. So, while yes, I can admire a tall, strong, attractive man with a nice jawline and a head full of hair for looking like a Greek god, for me, the container is less important. Things like feeling emotional respect, connection, and safety, intelligence that isn't arrogant, a guy who can parallel park in one fell swoop. Having a man go from being tender with my heart to hearing his voice drop to a lower decibel when he's on a work call. A guy playing the guitar and singing me a song, a handwritten note, poem, or love letter. Watching a man chop wood or make a fire. These are the things that turn me into putty and get me gushing and ready for the log flume ride. So take pride in your appearance, but also know that a woman worth being with is attracted to your depth, to the way you make her feel, to your wholeness, to your confidence, to your ability to lead. If you did have a great time, again, it's totally fine to close the night with a sweet goodnight text. And this can be simple. Thanks again for spending the evening with me. Saying something like this shows that you are acknowledging that her time is an important and valuable resource that she chose to spend on you. I had so much fun getting to know you, or I haven't laughed that much in a long time, or I learned so much about whatever it was if you took a deep dive into specific topics. Whatever you say, try to expand a little bit on the I had fun, period, or I had a great time, period, by being specific about what exactly that was for you. Because again, you don't want her to feel like this is a cookie cutter date. You want her to know that you have seen her, that you were there with her, and that there are specific things that you want to know, that you want her to know that stood out, that were highlighted for you. And then wish her good night or sleep well or sweet dreams. And you can send an emoji, something that feels like a period at the end of a sentence. So this text leaves it open ended. So you can do the post date reflection and get clear before sending anything about a second date. But if you do allude to a second date that you want to see her again, offer that you'll check back in a day or two, or in a few days, or later this week to see what her schedule looks like. Because there's something else you want to show her, or you have a great idea for a place you want to take her, or a thing you want to do together, and then ask, how does that sound? Include her in this plan, even though you are still taking the lead. You can then take a day or two to yourself before another follow up, but make sure you check back in when you say you will. A day or two means a day or two, not 3 days, not 4 days, not 5 days later. She'll notice if it's been 4.5 days when you said a day or two. And this might seem small to you, but this can feel like a form of lying and break trust. Remember, the follow through, aligned words and actions. And then, if you're thinking about her the next day or in the next couple of days, you can still send something cute like, I'm thinking of you, or that you still feel energized from the date, and then check in and see how she is. And because you have a lot more information about interests, when you do have the second date chat, you can offer a couple thoughtful options from the creative date idea list or even from your own imagination and see what gets her the most excited. And then plan that one. Everything from preparing the first date applies to the second one. Now, if after your post date reflection, you realize that this doesn't seem like the right fit for whatever reason, the very next day, offer this information. Thank her again for her time and openness in getting to know each other. But after some reflection, something just didn't feel aligned. Wish her the best of luck finding what she's looking for as you continue your own journey of finding what you're looking for. There doesn't have to be any blame. No one has to be made bad or wrong. Just allow what is to be what is. Honor her, yourself, and both of your time by honoring this decision. Fine tune any adjustments you found in your post date self reflection, and then try again on the next first date. And if she expresses that she isn't interested in a second date, you can thank her for her time and move on. Or if you feel brave, you can ask for her honest feedback, sharing that you are interested in self improvement in the area of dating and that you'd appreciate feedback as to how it could have gone better or what wasn't aligned for her. Be sure that you're in a receptive place so that you don't feel attacked or get defensive if she says something that triggers you. She's allowed to have her individual experience and truth look and feel differently than yours, and vice versa. If you're open to feedback, there could be some golden nuggets of wisdom for you to either make further adjustments and improvements to blind spots or acknowledge where you might actually be fundamentally misaligned on important things. Either way, collect the data, fine tune, and continue the movement onward and upward.